Good Sunday morning, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm making this video for a new group we have started on Facebook called Beginning Crafter Friends. But it's not just for beginners, it's for anybody that wants to join to learn a new technique or to ask questions or just, you know, hang out and give advice to newbies. Um, I'm going to do a mixed media today just to show you some of the things you can use. And the reason I'm doing this is because there seems to be so much confusion over what mixed media actually is. I've already put my gesso on my page because it does take it a while to dry, and I didn't want to use the drying gun on the air, you know. There we go. Hit the table, Kathy. Dollar Tree is your best friend. You get 6 of these little guys. Let's say you go to Walmart and you have a few dollars. Get a thing of glue, get a small thing of plaster of Paris, and you're going to make your own gesso. We're going to do a video on that too. Probably do several videos on it actually. Also, paints. Get a large white paint. And then get any of the smaller colors you want, such as these. And, you know, baby food jars, anything you have that you can save. Any pickle jars, olive jars, anything with lids to them. Rinse them real well. If you have a dishwasher, run them through the dishwasher. Save them. Because what you can do is mix your white paints with your color paints. Or mix, you know, all of your colors and get the colors you want. If you don't know what colors to mix, Google is your best friend. But I'm sure you know, most people learn that in primary school. What colors make others, like if you mix blue and yellow together, what do you get? So, I'm going to start out, I'm not going to use prompts for this one. Let's say they say, add circles. Well, look around the house. If you have, I have these things that I bought at a yard sale or a thrift store, and they're actually coasters, cardboard coasters, but they're circles. If you have lids, you can dip them in paint and make a circle stamp. If you have anything, a piece of paper, cut it in a circle. And, you know, save all your sales papers. Don't ever throw those things away. They're going to become your best friends in the art world. Because not only can you use it for collages, for mixed media, for junk journals, you can use that junk mail for everything. And that's why it's called junk mail. So you can junk art with it. I figured that one out all on my own. Aren't you proud of me? So, I'm going to not stay real long, and, you know, I just hate those videos where everybody just talks and never gets to the project. So I'm going to get to the project. Okay, I'm going to add circles. And of course, you know, when you do the prompts, you never know what order they're coming in, but this is just a demonstration of anything that you can use. So there's one circle, 2 circles, and I'm going to use all 3 just for the heck of it. Oh, this is something else, and some of you may know what that was, but it has jiggles in it. Okay. I have my 3 circles down. So then they're going to say, add string. Well, I have all of these scraps of baker's twine, but if you don't have this, if you have a spool of thread in your house, I'm almost certain everybody has at least 1 spool of thread in your house. Come on here and do any design you want with your glue. Now, normally I would do circles, but I just put these down, so I'm going to do this. And another thing, if they say add texture, that can be this, baker's twine. It could be anything. I'm going to get to that one in a minute. And I know I am hitting this pole because I'm in the den and it is on the craft table. Well, the card table that I'm working on is it today. And it's right here at me. So I probably should talk a little lower too, Anyway, I'm going to put this string in this glue that I put on here. And guys, this is Elmer's school glue. It's just in that bottle because I like the size of that bottle to work with. And if you want to make your Elmer's school glue a little thicker, just like Sally's tacky glue, tell you a little secret. I actually added some of my plaster Paris because, you know, it'll probably take me 2 years to use. Okay, I'm a blonde. Where did I get a black hair from? But it would take me forever to use up all that plaster Paris making just so. I just added some to my Elmer's glue and got a very thick, almost tacky glue. I'm not going to say I got a tacky glue because then I could probably be sued, but I got a tacky glue. Anyway, okay, now, add textures. I have a paper towel here. I'm going to add some texture using paper towel, but I already have texture because I put down the string. But I'm just going to add another piece of texture here. I hope everyone's had a good weekend. I'm going over in a little while to see my little buddy to see how he's doing. He had a fever when he left here on Friday, so, or Thursday, whenever it was. My days are running together. Okay, let's see. I did have some pieces of, well, I did have some pieces of scratch. I don't know what I did with it. Okay, now, 9 times out of 10, and I haven't figured out how they've done this yet, these people that are doing the videos from Mixed Media, 9 times out of 10, they will add paint toward the beginning. Yeah, okay. How lucky is that you can actually add paint at the very beginning? Except Danina. Poor Danina. We did it one night, and we never got paint till the end when it says, add item of your choice or something to that effect. We were all dying laughing because we all thought she wanted us to put prompts in the suggestions in her group, the art bar. So if you not remember that one, go join that one too. It's a lot of fun. But we thought she meant, you know, prompts that weren't already there. Nobody put down paint. So here we are happily going along doing our mixed media. And we never got paint. Everybody was saying, pull paint, for God's sake, please pull paint. And Janina was, you know, saying, where's the paint? It was funny. But then we finally realized why we weren't pulling paint. Nobody listed add paint because we thought she meant, you know, suggest things that we had in our homes that weren't already there. Okay, so I'm using 3 different colors of paint, and you don't have to. You know, if it says add paint and all you have is 1 color of paint, use it. I mean, doing art does not have to be expensive. You do not have to have all the things that everybody else has. When I was teaching school, my big thing was educating parents on how to make teaching aids with what was in their home. Excuse me. And you will be amazed at the things you can make with what's already there. You don't have to go out and spend a fortune and, you know, stress out over art. Because art is not supposed to be stressful. It's supposed to be relaxing. And if you're stressing over, well, I don't have this or I don't have that, and I can't do art because everybody has such beautiful things, you're missing the point. You're missing the boat completely. Art is what you make it, what your mind's eye sees. It doesn't matter if I like it. It doesn't matter if anybody likes it but you. Have you ever been to an art exhibit or even to an art museum and you look at stuff and say, whoa, what were they tripping on? Because you don't get it. You just don't. But there's going to be 9,000 people that come through that door after you that not only get it, but absolutely love it. And that's what art is. It is the mind's interpretation of what they're looking at. I mean, I look at this page and I see a bunch of blue paint, some strings, some circles. If I was looking at it from just a layman's point of view that has never done art or knows anything about art. I started doing mixed media back in 1972. I believe it was 1972 when I was in the 8th grade. And the bell would ring and I would still be sitting there, just going to town on my artwork. And my teacher would come over laughing every time and say, "The bell rang, Kathy, you have to go to your next class." Well, next class was math, so I didn't want to go. But I was just lost. I just loved it. And here's another little tip I'm going to give you. If you're using a mixed media book or a notebook with perforation of any kind, when you put your gesso down, come as close to over here as you can without the gesso going through the holes, because you want the gesso on that perforated line so that it won't rip out with weight. I learned that in art class too, but of course we didn't have these type of books, but we did have some with perforation. I need a little more paint. But if you look when you paint these paper towels, I hope it's showing up. It really gives a nice design, a nice texture. And you don't have to have prompts to do mixed media. You can do it right there in your home, on your own, with what you have. Mixed media means you are mixing different things onto a surface like a canvas or a, journal like this, or newspaper, paper bags, anything you have that you can paint on. You want to go lighter than I did because it soaks through. Now, I always put a sheet of wax paper under what I'm working on at the time to keep it from bleeding through to the next page. Just as a precaution. It usually doesn't, but I always put that down. And I really like the look of this paper towel. So, you know what? I'm going to add some more because I like the look. So like I said, it's up to each person how they want their work to come out and look. So if you don't have mixed media prompts and you want to do mixed media, take what you have in your home. Now, Kleenex tissues that you blow your nose with, toilet paper, all that, that's a little harder. If you are going to paint on it, what I suggest you do is use like a paper plate or an old aluminum pan or something you're going to throw out. Put your paint on there. Take a paper towel or another couple of tissues wadded up and dab them in the paint and then dab it onto your work, because the brush tends to tear things like that, like uh, facial tissue and toilet paper. But it can be used. I have used it. It's too close. You know, just to see, I've seen people in groups say, well, can you use this, this, and this? And I went and tried it. And yeah, you can use just about anything you want to. It's your work. Do what you want to do. Make it what you want it to be. If you have Sharpies, and Dollar Tree does sell those, you can come back and, you know, a lot of people have the fancy glue pens and so forth, and that's fine. But if you don't have them, don't stress over it. Don't say, I can't do it because I don't have that. Get you some permanent markers that will, you know, write on paint, basically. And Sharpies will. You come back and write sentiments on it, or put the date on it, or whatever you want to put. You know, you make it what you want it to look like. And, you know, we all go through ugly stages with our artwork and say, wow, I don't like it, because I really don't like this right now, except for the paper towels. But you can do anything you want to do, and just make it enjoyable, relaxing. If you are sitting down to do a piece of art, and you're all stressed out and, you know, tensed up, get up and walk away and come back later. Because seriously, that is not what art is. Art is to relax you. It is not to stress you out. And if you are stressing out, you're not going to ever enjoy it. It's just going to be, oh God, I got to get this done because I have to post it in this group or that group. No, you don't have to. You can skip a week. Perfectly fine. If you don't feel like doing something and you're not enjoying it, don't do it. Go to something else. There is something out there for you, geared specifically towards you. You may absolutely hate mixed media, and a lot of people do. Oh, I had people skipping my art classes because they hated mixed media. But don't let it deter you, because you don't like something doesn't mean you can't do something else. I hear a lot of people say, well, I'm not ever going to make a journal because it just costs too much. You got a cereal box in your house? Deck of cards? I mean, it's not expensive. It's not. Go watch Crafting Mamas and Shelly. She will show you how to make gorgeous journals that aren't costing anything but going to your mailbox and picking it up. Right now I'm putting some little bits and pieces of scrap paper I have left over from some projects I was working on last night, just to add a little dimension and color to the page, just to change it up a little, and to show you different things you can do and put on here. It doesn't have to be, it's fun doing the mixed medias. It really is, doing it with other people and, you know, doing it in a group and everybody laughing over what they're actually using. Some of the things will surprise you. But if you don't have those things, don't worry about it. Go use what you do have. A lot of people say, I can't do this, or I can't do that. Remember when you learned to ride a bike? Did you ever learn? Because those of you that are saying, I can't, are the same ones that never wanted your training wheels off and said, I can't ride that bike. I bet you rode it. I bet you learned to ride that bike. And you can learn to do any type of art you want to do, from, you know, mixed media to drawing. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this video this morning is because I did look for videos last night on mixed media. And sadly to say, the majority of them that I saw was just very expensive things that, I have some of it. I'm not going to lie and say I don't. I do. I don't have a lot of it because I am kind of starting to realize I don't need the biggest and the best of everything to make it look just as good as the ones that do have the biggest and the best of everything. Because at the end of the day, all that matters is how I like the way it looks. It's in my art journal. It's not going to an art institute. It's not going to hang in some museum. It's in my journal. And even if I don't like the way it looks, if I stop somewhere down the line, I would put my hands on something in my house and I'll think, ooh, that would dress up that page I was doing that I didn't like. And I'll come back and I'll add it to the page, and sure enough, like magic, it changes. So don't give up. When you hit the ugly stage, don't give up. Keep pushing. Even if you have to walk away from it and let it all dry, sit a day or two, whatever. You can add lace, you can add ribbon, you can add bits of fabric, Stop throwing away stuff. Look at it. Cardboard is an excellent source for your crafting supplies, especially for a mixed media surface. And if you don't have gesso or you don't have the materials to make gesso, just paint it white first. That's all you have to do, or black even. Of course, now if you paint it black and then you come back and it says add color, you might be messing up with having to put colors on there that are going to come over top of that black. But I hope this isn't too long. I haven't even checked to see how long I've been running my mouth. Ooh. Okay. I hope you got the meaning of this. I hope you understand that none of us expect everybody's artwork to come out the same. We don't want it to. I don't want mine looking like everybody else's. And, that's why I've opted out of swaps now that have very specific guidelines that you have to make it this size, you have to have this, this, and this on it, you have to do this to your covers, you have to put this on your tags. I'm remaking their artwork. I'm not making my own. If you say, send out 20 tags, I am going to happily craft along and make my tags, and they will be pretty when they arrive. But if you say, send out 20 tags that has tissue paper on it, Tim Holtz vintage paper dolls on it, and, use Tim Holtz tissue paper only, put vintage lace on it only, who wants to do that? I am cloning other people's artwork. And what about the people that don't have that stuff? They can't be part of the swap. That's not fair. So, in beginning crafters, we're not going to do swaps. If you want to send Happy Mail or rights to someone else, you can. And there is a place in there for addresses. But you're not obligated to do any of that sort of thing. You can go in there and post questions. You can go in there and offer a tutorial, make a video, and even if you don't have a YouTube channel, did you know you can still make a video, upload it to your computer, and upload it to Facebook? Or you can upload it straight from your phone to Facebook. So you don't have to be using YouTube. I don't think any of us in there are big YouTubers. We probably never will be. I know I won't be. But, we're just down home, friendly folks that want to have a good time and not feel a lot of pressure to do our work somebody else's way. And most of us just, we've made friends through social media and wanted to share with others. It is myself, Kathy Valenti, Amber's Crafts, Amber Long, and Mary Forrester that put this group together. Let's put it that way. That's the easiest way to say it. We run the group. We have no rules other than be kind to each other, be nice to each other, and just enjoy yourself and ask questions and be a participant. You know, it doesn't do any good to have a group if it just sits there all day, everybody staring at the screen saying, well, nobody posted anything. Is anybody going to say anything? Hello? Hello? If you go to the Dollar Tree and get a package of stickers, you can stick them in your mixed media. Anything you can use, people. Anything. It doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. Just, you know, make it your own work. Make it what you see as beautiful. I don't see this as beautiful right now, but if I add to it, you know, I'm going to end the video for time's sake. I'll show it to you again in the next video, okay? I will see you soon. We love you all. If you want to come to Facebook and join beginning crafter friends, whether you're a seasoned crafter or a new crafter, we welcome you with open arms. Okay, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.